Hello, welcome to another Pauper League. I've been away for a little bit trying to win an RCQ, which I did in Pioneer with Mardu Sack. It was pretty cool. So my content has been waning because I haven't played Pauper in 2 weeks because I was playtesting Pioneer. So I thought I would try and just punch out a quick league just to keep the YouTube gobs happy. So I've decided to go with White Weenie because it won its first ever challenge last weekend. So that was pretty interesting. It's always been an okay deck. It's terrible against Turbo Fog, which is why I like playing against it. But it's good against both Red and Affinity because it has a lot of flyers that Affinity has issues against, and just Lunark Veteran and Dust to Dust helps against Affinity. And against Red, you've got Lunark Veteran to help gain a pile of life, and you also have like Battle Screech to help stop against Kuldotha, and you've got main deck Prismatic Strands. So yeah, so I thought I'd give it a test run out, and also it did thrash us in the mono black aggro deck in round four. So it's been showing its merit pretty well. So I wanted to give it a run because I think Against has done a league on it online. It's just in Italian, so I thought I'd make some English content for all you pauper fiends out there. So yeah, let's have a quick look. This is the list that won the challenge. So there are some cards like some play one Ramosian Rally, which is not in this list, which I do like because you can like survive a sweeper when you're tapped out. So I probably would run one of those. It's not in this list. I just picked the list straight off Goldfish and ran with it. So yeah, well let's go through it. So 20 lands, 2 idyllic range. Some old lists used to run uh, Fountain, Radiant Fountain, just to gain some more life, which this deck gains a decent amount as it is. With Lunark Veteran, you don't really need any more. I ran a really bad version of this ages ago with Desert instead, which I thought, yeah, it gains life, so Desert you can take a hit and then kill their things. It was okay against fairies, and pretty much abysmal everywhere else. And I managed to get color screwed in a monocolored deck because I was running colorless lands. So good idea in theory, didn't really work out. So the idyllic range is there just because uh, you could run secluded step, which is what they used to run, but just having every land enter untapped and just having a couple of little value pieces in some of your lands is good enough. We just need to hit things on curve to be able to punish the decks that stumble. So one drops, Thraben Inspector, best white card there is. I love this card. I will take any deck that has it and give it a spin just to play more Thraben Inspector. We have Lunark Veteran, which is probably like the newest card that holds the whole deck together. Just Lunark Veteran into Battle Screech, it gains you 4 life. It just and it's like value as well because when it dies, it turns into another creature. So pretty much everything in this deck is like pseudo card advantage because you need it in aggro to be able to like keep the pressure on. That's why Red's doing so well. It's got so many draw twos. And this one, just each threat replaces itself. So like Thraben Inspector replaces itself with a clue. Lunark Veteran replaces itself with a 1/1 flyer. Like Core Sky Fisher returns either a Lunark Veteran to replay or it returns a Thraben Inspector to draw another card. Stuff like that. So yeah, the life gain on this is rather obscene in some matchups, as you could probably, if you watched my mono black one, you could see how much life they gain. They did play like 3 Lunark Veterans, so it's a pretty good card. Got Journey to Nowhere. We need some interaction. It's the best there is in white. I mean, some decks even splash white for this card. It's just that good. Cold Sky Fisher, mentioned before, like it's probably the best creature in the deck, like aggressive wise. Just a 2/3 flyer is pretty good. It is probably the creature you most want to recommission, just because a 3/4 flyer is pretty hard to deal with in this format if they don't have Gelv Blast online. Recommission's a new addition. It seems okay. Unsure if I like it or not. You like I guess it's just core Skyfishes 5 and 6. But if you don't have a core Skyfish, you can always bring back like Rafine's Informant or Michelin's Bugler to help like cycle through the deck a bit more. So yeah, well, Rafine's Informant helps pseudo draws you a card if you discard Prismatic Strands, and then you've got a 2-mana 3/2, which is pretty good rate for Pauper. Nothing much else to say. Just like may not be card advantage, but still gets rid of lands when you don't need them. Yeah, great card. Really liking how this one's turned out in Pauper. Squadron Hawk, because when you drawing 3 cards is pretty good. No like brainstorm interactions. The only like sort of funky thing you can do with Squadron Hawk is just play a pile of them and then Guardian's Pledge, which we'll get to in a second. It's just a 2-mana 1/1 that draws you 3 cards when you've played the first one, which is all we want is cards that replace themselves, which this one does a decent job of. The Bugler. So the Bugler does get every creature in our deck. So it's a 3-mana 2/3 that draws you a card. Well, draws you a creature. So you will get another threat, which will then hopefully draw you another card off that creature. So it's a good card. I haven't been very impressed with it when it first like downshifted into Pauper. This is probably its only real home. People have been trying to put it in like Jeskai Ephemerate and other cards like that, but it just doesn't hit as often as you would like. But it's still a good card, and it's probably better than Search Party Captain, which is the other option in this sort of slot. So I'm happy enough with it. And 2/3 Vigilance is nothing to sneeze at, so we'll see how it goes this league. Prismatic Strands, Red's dominant everywhere. You need some sort of interaction, and this can be this saves you against any sort of aggressive deck for a couple of turns. You'd be surprised, or even like Gates decks, because they put everything into one Sacred Cat. You just prevent the white damage for that turn, and then that like 16-point life swing off that 8/8 Sacred Cat just doesn't happen. So yeah, great card. Is there a fourth one on the board? There is not. So interesting. There's only 3. When you're running Rafine's Informant, you can discard it. So good card. Unsure why there's only 3. Yeah, Guardian's Pledge. This is your main sort of win condition when you've got like Guardian's Pledge plus Battle Screech. I guess we'll talk about Battle Screech. Battle Screech is the reason to run White Weenie. It's like Boros Bully's main draw, Boros Flashback, whatever it wants to be called. Just 4 mana for 4/1/1 flyers is very good rate, and people want Lingering Souls to be legal in Pauper. Battle Screech is good enough. If we had more, I don't know how well the format would handle it. So this, and then into Guardian's Pledge. I mean, how much damage is that? 4 times 3 is 12. So hopefully you've done a bit of chip damage at the start, and then just this into this should hopefully kill them. So that's how the deck usually plays out. Just curves into Battle Screech, and then Guardian's Pledge to sweep. It can also be used as like a combat trick to help survive any fumes or Arms of Adar. So yeah, it's got lots of utility. They used to run 4. I've seen some decks run 2. 3 is probably a good spot. I still would want that one Ramosian Rally as well, just as that extra buff that could be a surprise. But yeah, deck seems solid. I'm happy to give it a shot. Sideboard, we have the Red Hate, the Artifact Hate, the Combo Hate, and then Sunlance just for more interaction. My guess would be against walls, because this deck does not look like it handles walls very well with the 4 Journey to Nowhere. And I guess it just flies over the top of Terra, because the main 3 decks are Red Affinity, Terra. So Affinity you try to beat down in the air. Red you just try to play Lunarch Veteran and Prismatic Strands and like play Buglers to stop their creatures beating in and they just fly over the top to kill them. You've got Crimson Acolyte in the board for that. You've got these 6 cards in the board for Affinity. There's a split between Revoke Existence, so you can have a chance against Hexproof as well. So against Terra, you just got to hope they don't have fumes and you just attack over the top. seems to be the play. You've got prismatic strands as well, so hopefully whatever they've uh, put lifelink on, there's only one of them, and if there's more than one of them, they're the same color. I guess the relic helps slow them down enough to be able to beat them down. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's see how it goes. All right, so round 1 versus Mr. They won the die roll. What do we do with this hand? So 1 lander. I think we need a second one. If we had a second one, then we'd at least be able to crack a clue, get Squadron Hawk, discard Prismatic Strands and whatnot. So I can't keep this. Another 1 lander with 2 Guardian's Pledges, so I'll have to mulligan this too. Still a 1 lander, but I really don't want to go to 4. So I guess I keep this one. Squadron Hawk will get us back from mulliganing down too far, hopefully, so we'll see how bad we go. We're against the red deck. And we'll play the Lunarch Veteran. It'll probably die. But at least if they play like a Kuldotha Rebirth, then at least I can block it with the Thraben Inspector. They keep a 1 lander as well. They did. Alright, so I think I just want a Squadron Hawk, so I don't draw any more. And I have a better chance of drawing some more lands. There's an argument for the Sky Fisher, but it'll probably just die. And I definitely don't want to play Thraben Inspector with, like, that's not using your resources enough, so if nothing else, I can at least, like, next turn, Sky Fisher, return a land, cast Thraben Inspector. So at least then I've got more creatures on the table. Just a Swift Spear? Oh, and the... Alright, I'll trade the Hawk for the Epicure. Blast Runner, that's fine. Okay. Journey is interesting. But I think I'm happy with just doing what I said before. So I'll just play a Sky Fisher, return a Plains, play an Inspector. Just try and clog the ground up. So the Lunarch Veteran turn 1 was the correct play, because they have not tried to kill it. I can't attack because I got a 1/2. So this turn they might sacrifice the blood token to try to draw a land, because at least then it'll make the Blast Runner have menace. Yep. And they get the land. And they bolt the Skyfisher. Correct. Okay. That means they can attack with both. I think I'm fine taking 5. I don't think they're going to do anything with the Blast Runner, so I think I'm going to journey the Swift Spear and attack with the Veteran. We're up on cards. We're down on life. Impulse is fine. Land plus Fire Blast. I don't think they're going to Fire Blast. They might, because it will activate the Blast Runner. But they were struggling for lands to begin with, so... Might have drawn one. If they've got one in hand, then you probably would, because you only ever need two to function. If I get another 1-drop, I'm going to Skyfisher a land. Yeah, okay, I won't block. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I mean, it's a 1-drop, but it's not the order I'd like to do it. I think I'm just going to journey the Blast Runner. Because they've got two different sack outlets, so it is rather painful. And then hopefully I can get a land. Hopefully they don't have a Swift Spear. And there's a Swift Spear. So if there's no land, my assumption would be Swift Spear into Fire Blast. But Fire Blast into what? My face, then I go to 8. And they've got a Synthesizer for next turn, plus a Lava Dart in the graveyard. Yep. On me? Yep. I got a 7. Okay. I mathed wrong. No land drop. Please? Excellent. Okay. So we're still in with an alright chance here. A land would have been nicer. So we're going Skyfisher into Veteran, just so we have more blockers. I'm pretty happy with attacking with the Thraben Inspector here. If they get a land off the Synthesizer, if they get a land at all, I think I'm in a bit of trouble. Yep. No land. Damn. Actually, that's a lot of damage. So I shouldn't have attacked with the Inspector. Yep, because now they just get in. And now I could just die to a burn spell. Now I get the land. Okay, I think I'm going to flash back a Veteran. And pass. Yep, I can't do anything about it. That was rough. Got 2 Veterans out and I still couldn't do anything. Alright, we'll bring in the Acolytes. We will take out... It's recommission, fine. Take out a Bugler, just because it costs a lot. I think I take out recommission. Just because I'd rather have creatures than hoping to get a creature. And we'll stick with that. I know Battle Screechers are sort of risky play when they're bringing in the festivities, but I think this is fine. Sunlance I can see bringing in too to try to kill Swift Spears and... Oh, but this sort of kills Swift Spears anyway. It's a forever blocker, so... I may have played that poorly. Like, I should have kept back blockers, but getting stuck on lands was a bit rough. We can keep this. 1 drop into 2 drop into 3 drop. I mean, they got lucky drawing lands, and I got unlucky not drawing lands. Unsure. I probably should have still played a... Well, they played conservatively. Maybe not conservatively enough. Swift Spear, at least I got a blocker for it. I might as well just get rid of it now. They got another Swift Spear, they'll have a burn spell for the Inspector anyway, so I might as well get in for 1. We'll see if I get stuck on 2 lanes again. Epicure's fine. Rebirth, okay. Alright, so I think it's Bugler time. Just because it uses our mana the most efficiently. Get a second Bugler. There's 2 lanes there, which is a little annoying. We'll see if they have 2 removal spells. If they do, that's going to be even worse. Next turn, I think I'm just going to... If I don't draw a land, I'll just Skyfisher into Squadron Hawk. Mountain into Bolt the Bugler would be my guess. Okay. That's fine. I do like all these, like, higher toughness creatures. But I still think I want to get the Squadron Hawks out of my deck so I don't draw them. It's so painful when you draw a Squadron Hawk when you've got 1 in hand. I'm happy enough to trade it off. And they won't kill it with a Bolt because it just trades with any of their tokens. There's no point attacking. Oh, I do get to trade 2 tokens for a Bugler, which is more than I'd get on defense. And they take that trade. I'm happy enough with that. Now we've got 3 creatures apiece. And they're looting away with blood tokens, so that's a good sign. Might just, like, bolt away the 2 inspectors. Swift Spear's fine, I'm not blocking that. Yep, okay. Bolt away the 2 inspectors. And then they'll have nothing. I'll probably just trade away a 1/1. Take 5. They might run Goblin Grenade, that's why I'm getting rid of the token. You never know these days. Red likes to play a lot of random cards. We'll see what survives. I'd rather not play the second Skyfisher there, because then I have to return like a clue, and I'd rather have like options later in there. game. I'm happy enough to trade off these Squadron Hawks. They're not doing anything. Come on. They definitely would. They definitely don't have a bolt, or otherwise they would have just cracked the Sky Fisher and attacked in. So I wonder what they've got. Hmm. I wonder if it's a lava dart. How badly would that blow me out? Shoot this. Am I getting played? Do I wait a turn? I'll take this one. Could be mutagenic growth? I don't know what it could be. It's a very weird attack. I could have just got played there. That's pretty good. Okay, so now we Skyfisher and then play Raffine's Informant. We'll discard a Squadron Hawk. Yeah, they do have a lava dart. Okay, cool. I didn't get blown out then. I feel like I made the right option. Ooh, Grange. I mean, the Squadron Hawk's going to die the lava dart no matter what, so may as well attack in. Now if they attack, do I double block? And if I do, how badly do I get blown out if they have a bolt? Okay, I think I just block the... I'll just block the 2 Epicures. Might have an end of festivities. So they lava dart one of them, just to get an extra damage with the... Ooh, Gale Blast. On me. Don't have enough artifacts. Okay, they're just trying to do as much damage as possible. Seems fair. So now they can just try and rip burn spells off the top. So now, how much can I do? That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the Guardian's Pledge. And 12 off the Grange. So if I do 6 this turn... Well, this is on the ground, so I think I'm just going to put this on the Squadron Hawk so I don't get blown out by in the festivities. And then we'll just put 2 creatures on the ground. Take a Skyfisher. Attack with the team. They go to 12. And then if all they have is the Swift Spear, they can block the Bugler and they take... Well, that's 12 in the air anyway. So they need a removal spell. Even if they get a removal spell, they need to block the Bugler and then that dies, so... Yeah, okay, they got nothing. Alright. We win off the Guardian's Pledge. Block Inspector. They die. Sweet. Alright, now we're on the draw. In which maybe Sunlance is better on the draw? So then we have a 1-mana removal spell against Swiftspear. I like that. Yep, I'm happy enough with that. This is a bit slow. No life gain. It's got Journey. This stops against Kuldotha if they do it. This is a little clunky, but we'll keep it. It's better than any alternatives. Well, we'll see if they go Swiftspear into Implement Kuldotha. If they do that, then I am having quite an issue. Yep, okay. Welcome to the red deck, I guess. We'll get rid of the Swiftspear. So that's 7. I'm at 9. Yeah, this isn't good. I probably should have mulliganed to like a Strands or 1-drop. Let's take the Squadron Hawk. So they can just bolt, attack for 4, still have 3 cards in hand. Or just attack and double bolt me. Yep. It's good against the red deck, but you can't do much when you're on the draw and they draw whatever they need. Like, I could have mulliganed harder, I guess. The hand seemed fine. It just could not deal with the nuts draws. And round 1 was a bit rough because they had... Well, yeah, we both had... I mulliganed to 5 for a 1-lander, so... the red deck just makes me sad. Alright, we'll try the next one. Alright, round 2 versus Hoku Hawkman. I feel like they usually play Tron, which White Weenie is not good against, but we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, here we go. So we'll just play what comes out. Turn 3 Tron, that's what we want to see. So we'll play the most aggressive route. I want to play aggressive, so I think I could get rid of the Journey because they don't really play that many creatures and they could just flicker it, but I do want to get rid of any creature they put in the road. Refractor. Into nothing. Cool. Oh, I can recommission Bugler. That's pretty cool interaction that I didn't think about in the deck tech. Let's take a Sky Fisher, because it's the most aggressive out of all of them. So the fact that they've got this already, so game 2, I'm just going to slide in all the artifact removal, just because cutting them off, refract is the main way that Tron gets their colors these days. So if you just keep cutting them off colors, they struggle to do anything. Sure, they've got lands and whatnot, but it just doesn't do as much as this does. Drifter? Sure. Get rid of the Drifter. I'll recommission this. Just because that puts the most power in play. Get nothing. Hooray. Attack for 6. Means we have lethal in play. We'll see. All they need is 1 moment's peace, and that buys them 2 whole turns. Yep. Well, now they've got a flashback for it too, so that's 4 whole turns. Like, there's nothing, even if I like return buglers and whatnot, buglers and Rafine's informants, there's nothing I can really search for in the main that can help me. Like, I could be a pain and just try and like make them waste time, but Hoku's pretty good. And he plays really quick, so I don't need to worry about trying to beat him on time. To be honest, I've probably already lost already. I mean, they've got 4 fogs. Yep. Teachings. For another moment's peace. Oh, for teachings, yep. That's fine. So let's just Sky Fisher, return a Bugler, replay a Bugler. We'll see how many Bugler whiffs I get throughout the league. So we're already at 1 whiff. Get Squadron Hawk just so it gets out of my library. Draws me 3 cards. Nice use of Tron. See, all I need to do is get rid of that energy refractor and they've got nothing. Didn't Rover. Oh, they get to draw 2 cards. I'll get rid of a Bugler. Guess I attack. Like with everything. Still lethal. Yep. For the fog. Play the fog. So now I can... So we'll see if they're playing... Can't remember the card name. Destroy Evil. We'll see if they're playing Destroy Evil. Because that's the only thing they run that can get rid of Journey to Nowhere other than Denrova Horror. That'll do. Just attack again. Fog. Yep. That'll do. They might have Cannonade. Actually, they usually run Cannonade, so that'd be what I'd be searching for. Well, after the teachings, obviously. Ephemerate's fine. Flicker, sure. You've drawn so many cards. We've got the Ephemerate and the Ghost of Flicker. All they need to do is find, what, a couple of walls? And then they're there. I mean, they've still got Weather the Storm too. Which is probably what they're doing this turn, just to gain a pile of life. Man. So many cards. Surely they got a wall by now. Oop, I'm getting notifications. There they go. That's what I expected. Yep. Alright. Oh, that's a turn too late. Okay, back to this. Let's bring this back. Let's attack. And I don't think it matters if they blast me again. Bring back a bugler. Can bugler. Woo! Look at that gain life. How many walls are they running? The fact that they haven't found any concerns me, or maybe they just wait until they get to 2. The fact that they had to scry is really concerning. They are digging deep. Alright, now they're at 1 wall. Yep. Get back the ephemerate. Use it to get back flicker. Oh, I got to try, right? Prohibit. Unwind. It's even worse. Just netted the mana. Yeah, it's fine. They might try and I mean, they've got unwind, so they'll. Yeah, they've got a loop going. It's pretty much locked me out. Just looking for the second wall. Pulse. Muldrifter. Bring back Pulse, or bring back Flicker probably, or bring back Ephemerate. Duh. Oh, they are running Stonehorn, okay. Yep. Oh. Okay. How are they beating me? They're running Rolling Thunder? Let's play Squadron Hawk. I'll keep up Prismatic Strands. Because they're letting all the Muldrifters die, so... Rolling Thunder has to be their win condition? Yep, that's fine. Usually it's Muldrifter beats, so... Oh, okay. We're gonna do that, are we? Do they have enough mana and enough turns to do so? And if they do, are they going to tap out for it? This is a win condition. I'll give them that. Okay, so they'll just wait until they're almost dead and then do it. I'll see if I can get to 3 journeys. You know, they can just flicker back a pile of things. Or they'll flicker the Stonehorn Dignitary. Yep. Okay, double stone horn. That's fair. Counterspell. Yep. Okay, so at this point I'm pretty much locked out. He'll kill me by compulsive. Man, what a way to go. I'll help him out. Oh, I probably should have. I should have played the Lunak veteran. I'll do that now. And bring back a pile of stuff again. I'm just hoping they get to a point where they like tap out to Monomic Wall, but I guess they never will. I'm happy enough to concede. Well, I'll let them do one more loop. Compulsive me. Flicker. Compulsive me. Man, this would be so much easier in paper. Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, okay. I'm gone. Well, we'll try and journey. Alright, now we'll try again. Yeah, okay. I'll concede to that. Just gained him a pole malt mana. Alright, so now we take out Prismatic Strands because it does... Well, it protects us against Breath Weapon. But revoke existence, like, just revoke existence on that one... one colored mana fixer was all we needed. And Relic. Guardian's Pledge. I think they don't kill anything, so recommission's pretty average. Guardian's Pledge just gets fogged. I think we just need to continually... Oh, actually, we'll take out a removal spell. We should just be able to beat them down. I'd rather keep this than... Like, they don't really play any creatures until late, so the journeys don't really do too much. So we'll try this. And we'll try and be as aggressive as possible. This hand is not that, so we have to mulligan. This is... It's got a revoke existence to hopefully make him stumble, and I just got to try to, like, draw some more creatures. We'll see how we go. Oh, some more aggressive creatures, I should say, because, I mean, the Squadron Hawk is drawing his creatures. Just attack. Try the Skyfisher. Bring back the Veteran. Just puts the most power on the table. An Impulse. Oh, crop rotation. Sure. For a different Urza part, they didn't get rid of the colored source. Interesting. Sure. I think I'll just put that on the bird, and then I'll just play 2 birds. Oh man, a Guardian's Pledge would be great. Well, there's Tron. No artifacts. Interesting. Alright, I'll attack with everything but the Lunarch Veteran. And if I battle Screech and they breath weapon, I don't have much left. So I think I Bugler. So it looks like they're gonna mystical teachings. Okay, they've killed 2 Tron lands, which is very interesting. I guess they got 2 colored sources now. And there's the breath weapon. So I played right. I didn't play into the breath weapon, which is nice. And they're back on Tron. They got breath weapon plus a blue up. So there's breath weapon now, which is fair. So now I attack with both of these. Go to 2. And then I Screech. And flash it back. And then we'll see what they do. Weather Storm? Not Pulse, okay. Yep. It's fair but annoying. A relic would be nice right about now. What do I do? I'm gonna bugler. Have to get a skyfisher. Just get another bugler. And then I'll flashback this veteran. Attacking the air for 2. The refractor's annoying. Let's attack with everything. Go to 1. Play a skyfisher. Gonna return a bugler. I'm gonna attempt to revoke existence this refractor. I'm gonna flicker it. Yeah, okay. Alright, pass turn. Ephemerate back. The pulse. Oh, the breath weapon, okay. And then do it now. Kill 2 things. Teachings. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much locked out again, I think. I didn't hit a relic. Just to stop this graveyard shenanigans. So my creatures are dead again. Now they're going to ephemerate and then sweep. I'll give myself one more draw step. If I get a relic... Oh no, they've got the prohibit. So yeah, no, I'm just going to scoop. They've locked me out. I just couldn't get there in time. GG. This is an abysmal matchup. So yeah. It looked like I tried, but there wasn't much I could really do. So we'll try the next one. Alright, round 3 versus Top Grinder. Because usually on Red or Affinity, because he is the top grinder. So we'll keep this. It's fine. 1 drop into 2 drop into 3 drop into 4 drop. So Affinity it is. So we'll see. I mentioned this is good against Affinity. We'll see how good it truly is. If they hit an early munitions, that's going to be painful. I think I just want a Squadron Hawk. I'll just get 2. I don't want to discard anything. If I had a Prismatic Strands, I would. I could discard the Battle Screech, but I'd rather just play it normally against Affinity. I'd rather have 4 birds than just 2. Okay. I'll just play the Bugler. Skyfish is pretty good. Attack for 2. Next turn we go to the skies. Thought cast. Look at all these draw twos. How many enforcers we got? One. Just one. Okay, that's cool. So we'll play this, put it on the Squadron Hawk. Battle Screech away. Always yield. And then play it again. Gaining life as we go. Attack for 2. And then try and beat down with the Air Force. Before the munitions comes into play. That's fine. Just used a Galvanic Blast on a Squadron Hawk. And they didn't want to attack because they didn't want to take 2 damage. Alright, veteran number 2. Let's just stall out even longer. Let's just double Squadron Hawk. We just got to get there in the air. I guess I can Skyfisher. Return the Grange. Because that's the most aggressive play. That'll do. They've already used 2 Reckoners bargains too, because they're main... They run usually 3, I think. So there's only one more that can gain them 7. So the goal at this point is try to draw a... Yep, okay. Well, they must have drawn nothing. So that's nice. So we take out... So, Prismatic Strands is pretty bad because most of their... Like, it stops Galvanic Blast, but we don't really care too much about that. It just does not stop their attacks. And we need to bring in the Dust to Dust. We need to bring in the Revoke Existence. So we take out Prismatic Strands. That's easy swap for the Revokes. We just need to find 4 more. So we'll take out the Recommission. I seem to cut it every time, but it is just sort of like a flex slot. And Bugler. Because we're going to rely on Battle Screech a lot here. And we're bringing in a pole of 3 drops, so I guess we just take out 2 Buglers. So we've still got our low drop curve. And we, instead of Buglers, we're just... Because they're going to whiff too with this many more spells than... Well, I suppose we're just taking out spells and not creatures. But I feel this is better. Probably could take out Journey as well, because Dust to Dust is the same thing, but they're going to be bringing in a pile of counter spells, so... Alright, no artifact removal, but hand's solid, so we'll just keep. Alright, Thraben. Plains is good. I feel like this is just going to get blasted if I play it. Guess I just play a Squadron Hawk. It gets me 2 Hawkies. Because I still don't want to discard. I feel like they run Fumes sideboard. There's so many different affinity lists that it's hard to tell what they run. Just attack for 2. Spectre. And Squadron Hawk to get the last one out. Enforcer? Nope. Okay. Oh, I should have played the idyllic range. Oh well. Too keen to attack. They take 4. Um, I don't really want to play the Squadron Hawk into Fumes. Guess I can just play Hawk and Skyfisher. Guess I can play the Grange on the untapped one. I've missed a damage, but that's fine. That's cool. Bring back an Inspector. Artificer, okay. Well, that's what the journeys are for. Because that's their best flying blocker. So they probably have... So if they've got... They might have Negate. But if they've got... Yeah, okay. If they had Rebuke, I'd just pay for it. Oh, they tapped the flying land. I guess I can attack with everything. They didn't want to crack the treasure. Oh, in case they probably got like envelop for a dust to dust. Guess the inspector's just the life gain's probably better actually, but and the future flyer. But I feel this is a nice amount of aggressive damage. Alright, well, they kind of two negates, right? Get that 3 life. Yep, that's fine. So that means they've got nothing for it, which is good, but they're still alive. It's also fine. Take 4 or 5, go to 4. We'll play... Still scared of Shrivel. I'm just going to play the Bugler. Skyfish is good. Gain 2, so they need a blocker to stay alive. Or a removal spell. Alright, there's a blocker. Alright, so we'll Skyfisher. Bring back the Grange. Put it on a different Squadron Hawk. I will attack. They can trade with the... Well, they can block the Bugler. Now they have to kill a flyer. Or gain 7 life. And I missed my turn. They're playing quick and I hit too many buttons. At least I can still... At least I've got things I can do with my mana on their turn. But that's 3 Reckoner's bargain, so they shouldn't have too much more life gain. Discarded a land. Alright, we'll tackle the team. Got nothing that can buff. I could, like, Raphine's Informant to try to find the Guardian's Pledge. Fumes? Yep, that's fine. Only take 3, 4. A double fumes? Oh, sweet. Okay. Go to 3. Inspector. Inspector. Informant. I'll discard the Squadron Hawk. Oh. Yeah. And that'll do. I'll draw a card. Ah. That was good. That I wasn't expecting them to play. At least I've got an army in a can right here. Sure. I'm not going to play the land. I'll give her Battle Screech. That's cool. Get the Kenku. Alright, I'll try this. Yep. Guess I draw a card. And we'll play an Inspector. And we'll pass. And he got me good. This is how Affinity goes. Just all the control spells. Wasn't expecting Breath Weapon. I don't think I've seen that for a while. I was expecting Fumes. Probably shouldn't have played into it, but it just wasn't on my radar at all. Down to 12. Gotta keep trying. Alright, that's good. Guess we'll see if this resolves. That's fine. Guess I can draw a card. Do I just play this as a 2-1? Guess I'll draw a card. Ooh. Alright, we'll attack. And we'll see if I die to an Enforcer and 2 blasts. Yep. That's fine. Another Enforcer's annoying. The Shaman's annoying. Alright, discard the planes. What, discard the Veteran? I'll discard the Veteran. Bring it back. Pass. And hope they don't have a blast, because then I can kill them in the air with the Luminous Phantom. No, okay, they got me. Oh, I can still block. But I mean, how am I surviving two Mirror Enforcers? I could draw Dust to Dust. Yeah, okay, that doesn't help, and I don't want them to know that I've sided that in as well. Okay, can't really do anything about that. Let's just try again. Maybe just not aggressive enough at the start. This seems good. Just need to draw another land. Revoke existence into double Dust to Dust. May need some pressure. Okay, that's good. Just Squadron Hawk. 2, 3. Land. Go. And they'll probably have an untapped land for a negate to hold up. Yep. So let's just attack. I'm happy enough just to hold out for a little bit. Yeah, because now they've tapped out for that. Yeah. So now it's the perfect opportunity. We'll get rid of these two. Attack. And, yeah, okay. They may not have had the negate there. Considering they tapped out for the Wellspring, maybe they thought I didn't have the Dust to Dust. But I didn't want to just waste my turn. So I had to put the pressure on. And because I put the pressure on, they had to do something. And that just led them to get blown out. So, welcome to White versus Affinity. Well, it's good when you draw, like, 2 of the spells. So, yeah. Woohoo, we've got to win on the board. Let's see if we can get some more. Alright, round 4 versus Super. I don't know who they are or what they do. 2-1, only 1 land. I can't keep 1 landers. I'll have to mulligan. 2 land. Oh, 3 land. This is a little awkward. I mean, I'm going to put Squadron Hawk back, so I'm just going to have 3 land, 2 removal spells, and a Squadron Hawk. I guess this is fine. I don't really like it, but I just hope I don't draw too many more lands. Affinity, okay. Well, could be Jeskai. You never know. No, Affinity, okay. That would have been nice a turn earlier. So we'll just play the Squadron Hawk. We just got to play the air game like we did last time. And we'll just do the 2 Squadron Hawk. Because I don't want to discard anything. So hopefully they're sort of new and they don't play Mirror Enforcers with Deadly Dispute backup. They play Frogmite though, which is a average card. We'll see if the Bugler resolves. It probably won't. Okay, that's nice. That's exactly what I wanted to draw. Okay. Grange on the flyer. Try and get rid of the Mirror Enforcer. They don't have black up, so they can't deadly dispute, which is nice. And then I think I might just double Inspector. So it makes the Frogmites even harder to attack in. Don't want to trade the Bugler for a Frogmite. It's better on the defense. So it looks like they're just struggling for Black Source, which is now there. So now I've got to play a little bit quicker. So I don't think I need to draw. Do I just put another counter on this? Do I journey a Frogmite? As weird as it is, I think I do. Just gets me in for more damage now. And I just got to put the pressure on while they're stumbling. I'll get rid of a Frogmite. So now I can score Skyfisher. Bring back the Grange, which I can put on a Thraben Inspector, which lets me push through a lot of damage. Yeah. Okay, so it was good for a turn. Like burning them for 4 was pretty good, though. Deadly Speed again. So at least they're chaining black sources. I'm trying to find an Enforcer. Okay, so now we've got a pile of 2/3s, so I think I'm happy enough with just attacking with everything. If they double block 1, then they're still letting a pile of other things through. And I can just play 2 more 1/1 flyers and pass. And then they've got to start makeshift munitioning to have a chance. Okay. Wasn't expecting to take it. I must have a plan. Alright, I'll just swing in. I don't think there's any need to Skyfisher the Grange, considering they didn't even block last turn. Oh, there's probably got Fumes now, maybe? Oh, gain 4, okay. Blaster, Skyfisher. Yep. Means they'll be on 2? 1, okay. So, just play another Squadron Hawk. And I think I'm just gonna Skyfisher back the Grange again. Grange has been rather impressive. For a land I thought that saw no play. Like, it seems the worst out of all of these. Kenku is annoying. Fountain. I think I just attack with the flies, because I've only got 2 ground creatures. They're just going to get eaten by these things. So, we just attack with these. I don't want to get rebuked on the Guardian's Pledge and lose these guys, so the flies should be enough. Enforcer, so pledge in response in case they draw a rebuke. It should be enough to kill them. Sweet. Alright. So they stumbled on black, which was nice. Now we just bring in the same package we did last time. So we take out the strands. We take out 2 bugler and the recommissions. And we bring in the dust to dust and the revoke existence. And we'll see how Affinity likes that. I don't like it. I'm sure we can draw a better cut. This does nothing. We need to either have pressure with like removal backup instead of just having removal as the main thing and no pressure until turn 4. You know how I said that we need pressure? Dust to dust is pressure. Okay, I'll put a land back. I'm sure if I don't draw a land, I'll be drawing like things I can play, so I don't need to put back a Battle Screech. Things like Revoke Existence. That's something I can play. Didn't tap out. Alright, I'm still going to try to make them use a counterspell, because Dust to Dust is better than the Revoke Existence. Yep, alright. Alright. They're missing their land drops. I could wait until they had another land. But things like that just happen. So, there we go. The easy white 2-0 against Affinity after the hard one because Top Grinder knows what he's doing. Alright. One more. Let's see if we can get that sweet chest for the 3-2. Alright, round 5. Friend of the channel and other Pauper YouTuber, Satan Rankin, also known as Kalikai's. Yes, I would like to go first. They play decks that beat up this deck into a pulp, so I'm not expecting a very good result, but you never know. We'll see how we go. Alright, I think I'm just going to start out with the Lunarch Veteran. They might be playing something where I need life gain, you never know. But knowing them, it's usually either Fog Tron or... Is this Rainbow Familiars or Petal Festival, maybe? Just play a Thraben Inspector. And attack for 1. Both of those options are pretty bad for us because we can't really interact that much. I think this is Rainbow Fams. I'll just get rid of it now so I can still beat down. I just need a land. Battle Screech would be great. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Rainbow Familiars. Did you want to snap? I guess I'm drawing a card. These are not the cards I want to see against this matchup. Slam a Muldrifter. Research, okay. I wouldn't mind one of them just so I can get rid of these strands that do nothing. Yep. Alright, so let's screech and screech again. It must be about to pop off because they haven't done much. Oh, it must be drawing a pile of lands. It's 6. Take the informant just so I can get rid of these prismatic strands. Do I not have enough mana to kill them? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, they're on 1. I guess I can play this to try to dig for a idyllic Grange. Yeah, must have had a snap. He just started talking in chat. Because that one Seagate Oracle I got rid of, it's ruined their plans completely by the looks of it. I guess I just play the Revenant Spectre and pass. And then if they've got anything, they've... But I mean, they're on 1. There's probably not much they can do. Let's snap it back. Are they invoke the Muldrifter again? Or they're just going to cast it? Yeah, okay, that means they got another snap. Alright, well, let's see if we die. Because now they've got infinite mana. I was 1 damage short. Well, they had snaps in hand, so it didn't really matter anyway. They would have been able to stop me. At least I know I can take out the strands for relics. Alright, so now they got infinite mana and they can draw their entire deck. So they pretty much got me. I'll just scoop, because I know how painful this is. So we need to bring in the relics. And that's probably all we can actually bring in. Guess I could bring in some Sun Lances, but... they might be better than Recommission. Just getting rid of things they've got in the way. Because they're not killing any of my creatures, so the recommissions aren't really doing much. It's a little slow. Yeah, I'd rather get something with more action. Guess I can keep it. I could have brought in Revoke Existence for these. Jeez, not paying attention. Guess I just get rid of the Sun Lance. So at least then I can hit the Bugler on Kirb and then Idyllic Grange onto something. Spector? Yep, it's fine. At least I can put the counter on the Bugler to try to keep punching through. On Bugler. Squadron Hawk. Okay. Attack. Might as well attack on the Inspector, because if they block one of the 3/2s, I get in a free 1 damage. And we'll just Skyfisher back the Grange. They probably got some Moments pieces coming. Alright, just attack. Yep. Fog. Whoa. Alright. I mean, they probably have a snap. So, they weren't going to die. Might have a Weather Storm. Oh, okay. Alright, well, they're on 1, so they got to do something. Yep. Familiar. Archeo, okay. Bring back Snap, sure. Cast Snap on the Skyfisher. Eldrift revoked. Snap it back on tap 2. Yep, okay. It's a lot of damage. I mean, a lot of life gain. Back up to 20. Let's attack with the team. Get rid of Archaeomancer. Try Battle Screech. And flash it back. Drifter, sure. Do I just keep returning? I guess it does do the most amount of damage. Turn the Grange, play it, put it on a bird. Play Inspector. Play Squadron Hawk. Attack with everything. I'll be just alive again. And then hope they don't combo off. Get back Snap. Get back more mana. Another Archaeomancer? Yep. Get back another Snap. We'll get back Weather Storm. I suppose you can snap a couple of times to just weather. Because how much does that produce? That produces 3 for 5. So you don't actually get infinite. Short of Familiar to get infinite. You can snap back, untap again, do it again. And then you can, yeah, you have 1 mana left over to weather to gain a bucket load of life back. That was a good draw. That might win me the game. I couldn't Skyfisher the Grange the same turn. Alright, we got there. Alright, just drew the pledge at the right time and they could not find a familiar. Is it worth bringing in Revoke Existence just to get rid of land? Well, to get rid of a, like, enchant land. I don't think so. I think it's better trying to get rid of the familiar. The familiar cuts off 2. I think I'm happy with the deck. We just gotta hope to get lucky, like last game. This doesn't do much. I guess it's fine. We'll keep. It's got, like, the makings of a decent hand. It helps a little. Puts the pressure on early. Get a land? Yeah, okay. Alright, well, we'll just Squadron Hawk. Or we'll just get 2. Get 3 just to try to draw another land. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to play... I'll only play Lunar Veteran if I get like another land. Maybe I do just discard the Battle Screech, because I don't think I'm anywhere near casting it yet. And if they play like a Seagate Oracle, I can like Veteran, Sun Lance, Flashback Battle Screech. They'd be drawing a lot of cards though. Yeah, it's not good. I guess I just Squadron Hawk and then flashback the Battle Screech. And then hope to get a land in the next couple of draws and they tap out. Okay. It does buy him a couple of turns. So if I Bugler, so if I Guardian's Pledge, I do, so it's 5-15. It's nowhere near enough. So let's just Lunarch Veteran, Squadron Hawk. Attack for 5. And then I'll have 7, which will do 21. So I'm 1... I'll be 2 short of killing them next turn. Sounds good. Well, I'm definitely going to try to remove that. It's fine. Because I'll still have lethal next turn. If they don't Moment's Peace, obviously. Bring back the Moment's Peace. It's a little annoying, but fine. Whoops. Oh well. Just lose a Lunarch Veteran for no real reason. And they have to BRB. Which is fine. Yeah, so I'm trying to apply as much pressure as possible. I mean, they might have a snap to be able to snap back the Sunlance, but I'd rather them try to use... Well, snap back the Archaeomancer. So... I guess I try and Sun Lance it. Probably should have done that before. Got a snap, that's fine. Gets the snap out of the hand, I guess. Inspector. So now they can replay our Geomancer and hold up snap. Haha. Now they can't block it. Yep, that's fine. I'll play a Battle Screech. And I'll flash it back. And I might as well play the Threat Inspector. If they've got Weather the Storm, then whatever. I got to try to win by Guardian's Pledge anyway, so the extra life gained there's not going to do much. Just still got to get through the Moment's Peace. Another Archaeomancer? Sure. I'll Drifter. Snap it back. Seems weird to snap a token when you've got a Muldrifter in hand. Ghostly Flicker, okay, that's fine. I've still got Moment's Peace up. May as well try to find a relic. I think that's for a turn. I can't do lethal this turn anyway. So yeah, I'll do this. I'll attack with the team. You can block whatever, take whatever. Now they can draw 2 cards off the Ghostly Flicker. Yeah. So at this point, I just need to hope that they don't get another Archaeomancer to bring back the Moment's Peace. Yep. They might have infinite now. That's fine. Bring back Snap. Snap back the Archaeomancer. Tap it all. Yeah, and that gives them infinite mana because they got one. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it costs them 4 to do the loop. And then they can use 1 to get back the Pulse of Marasa, like once they got infinite mana. Instead of getting back the Snap, they can get back the Pulse of Marasa, which will get back the other... Oh, there's no second Archaeomancer. Well, they can just draw until they get it. So couldn't find the relic. Just didn't have the pressure. Yeah, this is the kind of matchup that, like, Tron and these sort of like the flicker lock decks. This is why you got relic in the board, because the deck just can't deal with them otherwise. So yeah, good showing of what the deck can do. But I'll let Carly win this one. I mean, he's got it. He's just got to click a lot of times. Which, I mean, I could have made him time. I don't like timing people out. Not unless they're, like, taking their sweet time. And he's trying to go fast. Which he always does. He might be typing, actually. But yeah, he's got infinite mana. And he can get back... Well, yeah, he can flicker and snap. And then once he's got infinite mana, just keep bringing back. He's got compulsive. Like, everything he needs is in the graveyard. It's just a matter of clicking everything. A lot of times. I just want to see if he's going to tell me anything. Okay. Just had a bit of a lag spike, maybe. I'm just going to infinite snap all my guys. I mean, that's fair. Oh, with that extra thing, that makes it even more inevitable. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, 2-3. Not a very good showing. So yeah, the red matchup's sort of 50-50. They can get... Well, let's go and wrap things up. Sort of sad about a 2-3, but this is what I expected from the deck, to be perfectly honest. Alright, so back to the deck. So we ended up 2-3, which is a little disappointing. It's never nice to have a losing league, but it goes to show you what the deck's all about. So we had a little bit of a rough... The red deck just had the nuts, so it beat us. That happens sometimes. It's decently well positioned against red. It's got a lot of things to help block, and then some life gain to help... Oh, and prismatic strands to help stay until you like kill them with a pile of 1/1 flyers. Just got a bit unlucky. And then we lost to Fog Tron and we lost to Rainbow Familiars. Just the deck doesn't have the interaction to deal with those kind of decks. I mean, we've got the relics, but we did not see any of them in any of the post sideboard games. So yeah, it helps, but it's still not like something that helps put a nail in the coffin of the matchups. Unlike Dust to Dust and Revoke Existence in the Affinity matchup, which, as you can tell by the crushing in round 4, they do pretty well. So yeah, deck's a good meta call in a very red heavy and artifact heavy meta. It is not good against Walls, Fog Tron, Turbo Fog, Familiars, stuff like that. So yeah, pick and choose your battles and hopefully you get paired correctly and this deck can do pretty great. But for me, it just didn't do too much. Recommission, I mean, I can see the appeal now with Rafine's Informant. I didn't see it before. So it's like you can discard and then bring back a Militia Bugler for cheap and it gets bigger. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I still don't see the appeal of this card. It didn't seem to do anything. I did side it out every time, so maybe that was just on me. Guardian's Pledge is the killer. I feel like I need another one, but when you're playing against fog decks, they're just going to fog the turn you do it anyway, so don't know. What else? Idyllic Grange was great. It was the thing I wanted to return with Core Skyfisher the most, just to help put pressure on the same turn. So, I mean, I may even go up to a third, but then you're just going to have maybe one too many tap lands, so who knows. Yeah, deck's cool. Wish I could have gotten a 3-2 with it, but that's just how the matchups go. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you around with something more interactive next time. All right, bye.